everyone, how's it going? It's Scott here from CanGeek Games and Collectibles. Welcome back to the CanGeek Games and Collectibles YouTube channel and the CanGeek Facebook page. I am once again joined by Chris, Anthony, and Greg, and this is episode 7 of As Fate Would Have It, the CanGeek Games and Collectibles Fate Accelerated game being ran using the system created by Evo Hat Productions. We are going to move right into the story. I'll give you guys a very quick recap of where we left off 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, you guys questioned Clint Dufresne at Maya's dig site. You determined that some of you anyways determined that you think Dufresne is nuts because he was rambling on about gods and monsters and all sorts of nonsense like that. Ultimately, the decision was made to let Dufresne go after he provided you with some information about a group calling themselves the Brotherhood of FATE. Now, after Dufresne made his exit, Maya and Heinrich went exploring through the dig site and acquired some goodies. There was a gun, there was a dagger, there was some money, and Maya found a manifest that implies that certain artifacts being found at this dig site were being shipped to the warehouse of a one Mr. Clinton Douglas Dufresne, who you now know was a front for moving, shall we say, warm merchandise on the behalf of one Mr. Joseph Uzma. You made the decision that you were going to go and investigate this warehouse a second time because you're looking for an amulet right now. So you decided that you were going to go to the warehouse first, and then you were going to investigate the Brotherhood of Fate with a little more vigor, we'll say. Now, as you were exiting the dig site, you were confronted by an elderly gentleman, Dr. Wilfred Barnes, who is the dig site supervisor, who immediately came out on a verbal attack against Maya, and Heinrich and Pete have now learned that Maya's credentials as a renowned archaeologist are questionable at best. Barnes was throwing around accusations about her being a fraud, and he was going to call the cops, and that the information that they had been provided with about Maya's credentials had been provided to them by their benefactor, Joseph Uzma. So you guys beat feet in your vehicle away from the dig site. You're now on the road heading back to Dufresne's warehouse to search for this amulet. We're going to jump into this right now. We are going to say that you have absolutely no issues getting from the dig site to Dufresne's warehouse. Heinrich is driving. I believe we said Pete is in the passenger seat. Maya's in back. Pete is still suffering from the concussion he suffered a couple nights ago. So you guys are coming up to the warehouse now. Heinrich, you have the wheel. Walk us through it, sir.
Oh dear.
Walk us through it. Wow. First, do a lap around the building. Take a look. See if Uzma's boys are still there. Any signs? Are the lights on?
You tell me at this point, or is Uzma or his men left?
Not that I could see.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys left the dig site, if memory serves me, around 11:30 that morning, 11:30, 12 o'clock. So let's assume it's midday at this point because your initial interaction when you apprehended Dufresne in the warehouse was at about 9:30, and then you guys drove from the warehouse to the original place where you all woke up with no memory together. Uzma's men showed up, so you guys beat feet away from there and ended up at Maya's dig site. So it's about midday, 12:30 in the afternoon right now.
Okay. So at this point, let's, as I said, take a look around. Is the garage door or the loading bay door still open?
Yes. So,
Okay.
actually, do me a favor, Heinrich, just for the sake of clearing this up right now. Um, Give me a careful roll, please.
Okay. My careful's like 1, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me a careful roll.
1
You can always get
second.
-3. For me, -4.
1.
Okay. From what you can tell, Heinrich, it looks like when you guys took off from that warehouse and went speeding by Uzma, who was screaming obscenities at you as you drove away, Uzma's men, whatever was left of them, along with Uzma, jumped in a vehicle and took off after you. Because this warehouse appears to be identical to the shape and condition it was in when you guys took off from there the first time, including the couple of bodies of Dufresne's henchmen that are still sprawled out on the floor that you see as you enter the warehouse.
Oh, lovely. Okay. So who wants to put money that the cops are on their way?
It's been about 90 minutes. So I would think that if the cops were aware of this, they would have been there by now.
No.
Fair
This is
enough.
the cops we're talking about. If you use Toronto response times as any indicator, it's 4 hours of response time, man.
Fair enough.
For a hi, someone broke into my house. Oh yeah, they're not gonna bother to come to your door, right?
Well, at this
Yeah.
point, either way, Heinrich, everything is as it was when you left.
All right. Well, okay. Well then, let's make sure that we have the opportunity for a quick getaway. So leave the car, nice and hot and running. Well, no, I mean, leave it at the entrance. But yeah, one of us has got to stand guard, man. Because the only reason why we got out of this, in one piece last time was because somebody was outside in the car, waiting, looking around, and trying to be, hmm.
Okay, so
So who
who's
wants
going in?
to who wants to camp out in the car waiting for just in case? Do we want the fraud or the musclehead here?
The concussion muscle head. Sure. That seems like something I can screw up.
You
I
really
would like
want
to
a guy
be.
with a concussion to drive. Hmm. The
Yeah,
last thing we want is to
I'm
be to
saying more to be
quarrel
on
with
watch.
any
He doesn't
appreciable
have to
practice.
drive. He just has to warn us.
Sure.
Or D.
All right. Well, what do you guys make up your mind?
Well, Pete can stay. I'm good to
Fine.
go.
All right.
Let's
Let's
go.
go
Come
search.
on. I'll be muscle. Well,
so
kind of.
so you
However, little muscle.
so Heinrich and Maya, if I understand this, you're going in.
Yeah. Why not?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a fairly large warehouse when you walk into it, okay? Maya, you will know this from your previous interaction with Pete in this warehouse. Um, there's going to be a lot of ground to cover to try and find this medallion. Um,
Okay, so hold on. Remind me a second. Were there? So this is midday. Were there any windows, any lighting? I don't remember from the last
There
time
is
we were.
there is lighting in the warehouse. There's not a lot of windows. Um, Not that you remember
So
seeing
there is
anyways. But
no.
you
Okay, so is there enough lighting that we can see?
your
We
way
can look
around? Yeah,
around.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a well lit room.
Look for an inventory intake computer. Something. Inventory.
Okay.
If this is a big warehouse, they're gonna have some type of inventory, control.
Okay.
So they're gonna
So
mark things coming in and out.
do you want to spend a fate point to invoke that aspect to say that you find one?
Look, I don't need to really invoke that one because is there or isn't there? Do I see one?
No.
Okay.
Okay, so Pete wants to know if there is
Pete.
oh sorry.
Pete.
Hein
Pete.
Heinrich.
This
Heinrich.
guy.
okay.
This guy's in the car.
Heinrich wants to
Okay.
know if there is an inventory computer in the warehouse that he can see where you guys can fast track your searching of the warehouse. Um, at this point, the answer to that is no. Now,
Then the next logical question is there an office? Because if this medallion was so special in any shape, way, or form, then it may have been
It's
removed and
gonna be
brought to
put
an
away.
office, right? In a safe or something in an office.
Maya, do you remember seeing an office the last time you and Pete were in this warehouse?
Yes, I do. And is this where I can spend a fate point to
If you,
create a
if
situation
yeah,
where we can actually find the medallion? Because I want to find it now.
so you can spend a
I am
fate.
done looking
So,
for it.
so you can spend a fate point if you would like to invoke that aspect to say that you find an office somewhere in the warehouse. I'd like you to tell me if you're doing that, and if so, where in the warehouse is the office?
Okay, so yes, I'm going to spend a fate point. Yes, there is an office.
Okay,
It is
so
going to be in a far corner on a top level. So there's going to be a set of metal stairs that we're going to go up
okay,
into the office, and it was going to be unlocked.
sure. Okay, so slow down,
And
slow down.
okay,
So you've invoked the aspect. Please subtract the fate point from your character sheet. Okay. Now
okay,
there
track
is
that.
there is an office. You go up a set of metal stairs. You get to the top of the stairs. You turn the knob on the door handle, and it opens. The door is unlocked. Now you walk into this office, and there's filing cabinets around the office. There's a desk in the middle of the office. The desk has a computer sitting in the middle of it, a laptop, okay?
Hmm.
And you guys, yourself and Heinrich, are welcome to take a shot at getting into that laptop to see if you can find any information.
Okay, so we still have the manifest that we found as well.
Nope, you do not.
No,
So
we
remember,
don't.
you presented Dr. Barnes with that.
Oh, and he grabbed it.
You accused him of siphoning merchandise or sorry artifacts from the dig site and funneling them to Uzma. He took that manifest, looked at it, crumpled it up, and tossed it over his shoulder and proceeded to verbally assault you over your credentials. So no, you do not have the
Okay,
manifest.
we don't have it. Okay,
Now I'm going to remind you of
okay,
one
but
more thing, okay?
hmm
There was nothing on that manifest that indicated that there was going to be a medallion here. Your decision to come to this warehouse was
it
purely,
was a
it
hunch.
was a
Yeah.
hunch, right? Like you figured that if they had found a medallion at this dig site, that it may have been funneled to this warehouse.
Yeah. Okay, so that also means there's not going to be a trace of it in that computer or in any inventory of anything being received.
There's
So our
no
best bet is,
there's no way to tell for sure unless you actually put in the effort to crack into the computer and find out.
well, I think it would be probably best to start digging through filing cabinets, drawers,
Safes.
just safes, whatever that's in that office. So Heinrich, I hope you have some special tool that will get us into those hard to get into places like safes and stuff. Chop chop, let's go.
Chop. Why me? Why is that? Why does it have to be me?
Because you're the crazy scientist.
Okay, so while this is going
You
on,
are.
Pete, you're sitting in the car, right?
Yep.
Come on, let's search.
Okay, Pete, I would like you to give me a careful roll, please.
Hmm. Awesome.
Okay,
So
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 one
we can see
clever.
that.
Oh, sorry. Careful.
yeah,
I get a +1.
plus
You
one.
sure? That looks like a -1 to me.
Actually, no, because I add 2 to it. My careful is 2.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
all right.
okay. So everything's fine. Guys, continue searching your office.
Whew. Okay,
So
good.
nothing to see here. Everything's fine.
Nope, you look around. Everything seems okay to you at this point.
All right. So check the
Mhm.
drawers. Check the. Is there a safe in the room?
No,
No safe. Okay.
nothing that appears to be a safe. It's the computer on the desk, filing cabinets around the free interior walls of the office, and then the door that you originally came through to get in that office, that one wall is the door, which is half metal with a glass panel at the top. And then the front half next to both sides of the door is all glass panels. So the
Okay.
filing cabinets are on the two uh,
Mhm.
walls plus the back wall with a desk
All
in
right.
the middle.
Check the drawers in the desk.
Sure, drawers are unlocked.
Okay.
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 So
Filing cabinets unlocked.
what side of the room are you starting on with the filing cabinets? Left, right, or center?
Let's say right.
Okay. Um, yeah,
Right. You
Filing,
heard me.
yep, filing cabinets on the right-hand side are unlocked. There's all sorts of shipping manifests in there of product coming in and product going out. Heinrich, you asked if the desk drawers were unlocked. The desk drawers are unlocked. It's assorted papers in there. Looks like ledgers and things like that. The bottom right-hand desk drawer has a half full bottle of single malt scotch and a couple of dirty glasses, and that's it.
Okay. Well,
So,
that's not very useful.
You're gonna take the bottle?
Why?
I don't know.
I don't drink.
okay. So
You
the
crazy
desk
scientist who doesn't drink. Okay.
so the desk has produced nothing. The filing cabinet on the on the right
Okay.
hand side has produced nothing.
Tack on the computer.
Okay. Taka taka. Who's taking the taka on the computer?
I'll do it.
You're doing it? Okay.
Yep.
Yep, perfect. Okay. Heinrich, give me a careful roll, please.
Careful or clever?
Careful.
Careful 1 + 3.
Plus three. First thought that comes
So
to
it's
your
total 4.
Yep, first thought that comes to your mind is you sit down and jokingly enter what password do you enter? Because the computer
Boobies.
pardon me?
Boobies. Why not?
Yep, it unlocks the computer. And the first thought that comes to your mind as you enter that in and the computer unlocks to a desktop is, damn, Dufresne is one stupid SOB. Pete, give me a careful roll, please.
A 2.
Okay, you're good. Heinrich, what are you doing with the computer?
Whew.
Well, first things you do is keyword searches, things like medallion, dig,
Okay,
and
so medallion doesn't bring anything up. Okay, dig brings up an extensive list of information. Maya, what was the name of the dig site that you were working at?
Oh, um, oh, we didn't give it a name, so it's called the West Side.
West Side
West
Dig,
Side.
West Side Dig Site. Oh, okay, sure.
It's
Saying
not
it again,
So
for the West Side.
yeah,
he's the
seriously,
West Side.
the wrong side of the track, dig site. So okay, so Heinrich, yeah, you type in the word dig, and it's like this, whoosh, just a
Okay.
series of lines filling the screen. Um,
All right.
yeah,
Filter.
yep, okay. So I will tell you up front before you do the filter that as you're looking at this, you're seeing the names of like hundreds of different dig sites. So you're this immediately adds credibility to the fact that Uzma has his hands in a lot of pies. Okay, so that's fine. You filter, so you filter for West Side Dig Site.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me another careful roll, please.
Ah, damn it! Come on. Sorry, I've got ads.
That's okay.
All right, there we go. What was it? Careful or clever?
Careful.
+0, so 1.
1. Okay. There's a reference to crates 576 through 605.
Okay, is there a location on those crates?
The northeast corner of the warehouse.
Okay,
Crates 5.
526 to 605.
Yes, exactly. Pete, give me another careful row, please.
A 1.
Okay. So, Pete, you're sitting there in the front passenger side of the SUV that you guys have obtained.
Liberated.
It,
Liberated. Liberated.
and you hear the squealing of tires. You look over your shoulder to see what's going on because you guys are parked down an alleyway right now. Okay, that was your entrance into
No,
different.
we're parked in the dock.
Well,
Loading dock.
then Pete's not going to see this, but he's going to hear it. He's going to
Mhm.
hear the squealing of tires, and he's going to hear the slamming of car doors and lots of commotion. Now, this is not, unless Pete gets out of the van, this is not something that Pete is immediately going to see, but it sounds like it's coming from around the front of the building. Pete, how do you want to
So
hit?
before you guys, I was going to say before you guys went in, we would have had some sort of sign in case people got here. I would have honked the horn. I would have.
Yep, that's what you said you
I
were
was
gonna
going
do.
yeah. Okay. Horn.
You're gonna honk the horn? Okay. So Maya and Heinrich, you are making your way down the metal stairs back down towards the main floor to go find those crates. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear "ha ha" like really loud. So, you remember
Subtlety of an elephant.
you you remember that when you guys got out of the car, Pete said that if he saw anything coming, he was going to pound on the horn. So
Yeah.
Pete's
Well, because the thing is, they're going to see us.
A whistle would
They're
have
going to
been more
block.
subtle. A whistle.
So Pete's pounding on the horn. Okay. Uh, between where you
Hey,
are,
whistle.
too late. Sorry. Between where you are now and the loading dock door that you came in, there's
Mhm.
about 150 feet of distance to cover because you're about halfway down the stairs right now.
Going for the crates.
Okay, so the crates are in the northwest corner of the warehouse. Heinrich takes off running down the stairs and heads towards that corner. Maya, what are you doing?
I'm with Heinrich. I want to find that medallion.
So you're going running for the crates. All right. So,
Yes.
Pete, you're sitting in the car. You have pounded on the horn a couple times. Um, Dead silence for what seems like 2 or 3 seconds, and then you hear someone scream, "It came around the corner! Go check it out!"
Okay, so hold on. Could I use another fate point, invoke an aspect on Greg where he gets a second wind and he can delay them or take care of them while we are looking through the
How? He's
crate?
sitting in the car. They're coming around to the main front end of the
So
building.
you cannot use
Well,
it.
I don't know.
So
He can
so you cannot
grow superpowers or something.
No, you cannot use a fate.
Nope.
You cannot use a fate point to directly invoke an aspect on Greg. However, should this interaction lead to a combat of any kind,
Hmm.
you could, any of you, use fate points to either Greg's advantage or Greg's disadvantage. Okay? So, Greg, you hear someone screaming. That noise came from around the corner. Go check it out. So, what are you doing at this point?
How am I? Because the thing is, if I can either try to hide, these guys are going to block me, and I'm assuming the way I'm parked, right?
Heinrich, when you pulled into the loading dock, did you pull front end in or did you back in?
Back in.
Okay,
Always back in.
so you guys backed in. So, Pete, the nose of the SUV is facing out. So, I mean, you could try and jump behind the wheel and move the vehicle, yes. Now,
I'm driving.
sorry?
I was going to say, do you have any weapons on me? Any guns?
Um, you tell me. The last weapon I knew that you had on you was a knife that you took from Dufresne's kitchen. Um, do you have a gun on you at this point? Do you want
Um,
do you want to spend a fate point to invoke that aspect?
sure.
Okay. So, what type of gun do you have?
I would just have a. I was going to say, Anthony, give me a name of the basic handgun.
A big one.
Oh,
How about a big one? An
I
automatic.
want a high point. Here, have a high point.
High point? Okay. I'm thinking
A
whatever
bazooka.
Anthony's giving me.
No.
Okay.
A high point.
And
It is the cheapest, shittiest gun you could possibly buy, but it will work.
okay, that's
Here we
fine.
go.
You know what? So you have a high point. How many rounds are in the chamber? Like how many?
One round in the chamber.
One
That's
round
all.
in the okay. One round in the chamber. How many rounds does the gun
The
carry?
magazine hold. Typically, let's say he's got a special extended magazine, 16 rounds total.
Okay. So Pete, you have a high point with 16,
9mm, 16 rounds.
16 rounds. Okay. Deduct that fate point from your character sheet, please. So you now have this gun. We will still say that you still have the knife that you lifted from Dufresne's cafe. So you've got that and the gun. and you're sitting
Is
in the
that a knife in your pocket? You're just happy to see me.
nice, and you're sitting in the passenger seat of this vehicle. So, at this point, you know something is coming, but you don't know what. How do you want to proceed?
Okay, so I'm just going to have my gun pointed at the spot where they would have to come around the corner.
Okay.
So
Are you
obviously, I'm not going to shoot first. Because I've already alerted these guys, so I'm just going to stay.
okay? Are you getting out of the vehicle, or are you staying in?
Yes, I'm going to. No. Just trying to think. So the truck's facing forward. Actually, I'm going to go into the driver's side.
Okay, so
you
scoot
and
over.
it's going to say aim the gun at the window. Yeah.
So
and I'm turning the truck on.
okay, so hold on. You're aiming the gun out what window?
Out of the driver's side window.
So you're unrolling the driver's side window. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, do you know what I'm going to do? Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm starting the vehicle.
All right. So you start the vehicle. You've rolled down the driver's side window. You've got this high point in your left hand. You've got your right hand on the wheel getting ready to accelerate. And your foot is just kind of caressing the gas pedal at this point. Okay.
No, it's just started. Yeah.
Yep, fair enough. Okay, so Maya and Heinrich, you make it to the northeast corner of the warehouse. The crate numbers that you were looking at or looking for, you do locate them. They are on an upper bunk. They are not within arm's reach unless one of you acquires a forklift to get them down. Okay. I will tell you that after a quick survey of your area around you, you do see a forklift parked in one corner of the warehouse. So you can get to the crates. One of you is going to have to decide whether you want to tackle trying to drive a forklift because, to my knowledge, neither one of you has any experience doing that. Pete.
You know what? Just grab Christiane's character, Mia, and throw her up to the second level. Oop!
Hey, I can climb. Surely there are, you know,
You can,
sides of the
well, you
the
can.
racks where I
So
can
listen,
climb up.
yeah, Maya.
Okay.
If you want to
It's an
tackle it, you can.
it's an alley oop up. What you can start searching through the boxes. I'm gonna go grab the forklift.
So let's be clear. These bunks are about 6 feet each off the ground. So 6 feet.
That's only 6 feet.
Yeah. So again, though,
Alley oop.
it's 3 bunks up. So we're
Yeah.
talking 18 feet up to get to it. So if you can get
Yeah.
Maya up,
I got her 12 feet. She can, she's tall enough. She'll grab on and well, done.
you can't get her 12 feet. There's no way. Okay. Your character is 5'10". Okay. Her character is 5'5". You're not getting her.
Think about this here. I get her up to my shoulder level. I give her a boost. She's at 12 feet. Hello?
Close enough, but not exact. They're 6-foot bucks.
She's got arms too.
Sure. Hey,
I
whatever.
can reach, technically, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Come on, I climbed out of a window on a second-story house. I can climb a couple of shelves.
okay, you have to go up 18 feet.
Yeah.
I don't
boost up
mind.
12
Let's go.
feet and then let her figure out the rest of it.
Okay, so to be very clear, then
Okay,
you're climbing onto his shoulders,
I guess so.
and then you are going to
Get launched.
you're going to get launched up to the
I'm ready. Ready. Let's go.
you're going to get launched up to the 12-foot mark, but then you've got to make it the other 6 feet on your own. Is that what's happening here? Yes? No?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So,
Yes.
fine.
So
No,
I'll
no,
do it.
no worries. So you scurry on up Heinrich's back to get onto his shoulders. He's standing there holding on to you, wobbling while you're reaching up to grab that bottom shelf that'll get you to the 12-foot mark.
No, it's just easy to go like this and go whoop,
Hey,
launched.
are you going to climb or are you going to let him throw you?
He's gonna give me a little boost. He's not tossing me.
Well, it's funny because the way he's describing it, you're getting thrown.
Well, in his mind, maybe.
So you guys better come to terms with how this is playing out because
Alley oop.
right now he intends to toss your ass.
Jeez.
He's the bouncer, and while you're the
The bouncy.
so I'll tell you what.
Okay, just walk a little closer. I'll grab onto the
Fine, you do whatever you want. Okay, I just like
or the rack.
I'm going for this forklift.
Okay,
Okay.
how are you getting her up there? That's what I need to know. You two need to tell me now. Are you climbing up off his shoulders, or are you letting him toss you like a football?
No, I'm standing up on his shoulder and reaching.
Fine.
Fine.
He's
You take the fun out of this.
he's
You know that.
gonna
You take
give me a
all the fun
little.
out of this.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. So here's what's
Well,
gonna.
I'd like not to be smashed into the front of the crate. You
Okay,
know, I
You're
need
not
to
gonna
be
get smashed into
confident
the
to
front of a
actually
crate.
get there and start.
so here's what's gonna happen. You're on his shoulders.
Excuse me.
He's holding on to you like this, and you're up there reaching to get to the bottom of the second set of shelves. Okay, now,
That'd be at 12 feet. Yeah.
yeah, that would
It's
be
not.
12 feet
That's not.
exactly. So here's the deal: you grab the bottom of the second set of shelves. So you're holding on now. I'm going to give you that.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Heinrich has
okay.
indicated.
So hold on. I'm holding on now. That's that. Hold on. That's at the point where Heinrich can grab my feet and give me a little bit more of a push, not a toss, a push up,
Nope.
because I'm holding on to something from the top and then I'll pull myself up all the way. That's how it's gonna work.
He's 5'10", you're 5'5". You two have basically reached your max extension at this 12 feet. So you are.
No, it's not that far. Wait, like, dude, you're assuming head height, right? How long is my arm above my head right now, Scott?
Yes, same thing with my
But what
arm.
she's talking
I will
about.
reach.
Okay, you sure you want to go down this road? Are you sure you want to go down this road? I'll give it to you, but are you
Okay,
sure?
what I'm talking about. Okay, yes, what I'm
Fine,
talking about
fine.
is I'm gonna reach the
Okay.
bottom of that shelf. He is going to grab my feet and
And he's
give me
gonna
a
push
boost
you
so
up.
that's his arm length.
Fine. I need.
Push, not
Okay.
toss.
Okay. No, that's fine. You know what?
And
You
I'm
are.
gonna hold on and I'm gonna pull myself up.
Oh no. So
Okay, I know how to roll for something. What
you're
am I rolling?
you're holding on to the bottom of the second set of shelves. Heinrich is taking his hand and he's pushing up to try and get you up and over the lip of the second shelf. Okay?
Yeah,
That is what
okay.
you said. So here's how this is gonna work. Heinrich, I need you to give me a quick row.
Quick.
Quick.
What's my quick? Quick is +2, right? My quick is 1 second. Yeah, my quick is 2, so total of 3.
Okay, that's fine. He gets you up and over onto the top of the second set of shelves.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
now you're there. You're now 12 feet up. You are going to have to get up to the second or the third shelf, which is the 18 feet where these crates that you're looking for are, on your own. We will come back to that in a minute. Pete,
Okay.
you are sitting in the driver's side of the vehicle. The window is unrolled. The vehicle has been started. Your right hand is on the steering wheel. You have unrolled the window. Your arm is stuck out the window on the driver's side, holding your 16 rounds in your high point, with your foot just caressing the gas pedal, waiting to see what happens next. So, as you're sitting there, I need you to give me a quick roll, please.
A 5 total.
Okay. Out of the corner of your right eye, you see two guys in finely colored suits come whipping around the corner. Both of them are packing semi-automatic machine guns.
Is it the bros? Is it the bros?
Well, you won't know for sure. But what you do see as they come around the corner and they see you is one of them screams, "There's one there!" And up comes that gun, and they just start spraying bullets in your general direction. They're not here to ask questions, they're here to take hits. Okay? So,
That's okay.
the
We're
front
Yeah,
fine.
end,
The
why?
car's armored. We're fine.
yep, the front end of the vehicle is bulletproof. However, your
Now,
your arm stuck out the window with the gun is not. So I'm gonna give you an opportunity here. I need you to
I
roll.
would blow a fate point to
Yeah.
fire first.
Wow. You can.
Because I would see them.
Yeah. No. You definitely see them. This is all happening at the same time. So you see them.
Yeah, if it's happening at the same time.
Yeah, you see them. They come around. This guy screams, and this gun just goes wide as he starts firing. This guy's not firing for precision. He's firing for uh,
Effect
quantity versus quality at this
called
point.
firing for effect.
Okay, so at this point, you can do one of two things. Okay, I'm going to have you roll your quick. Your choices here, unless you want to come up with something else, and it's your character, so handle this the way you want. You can floor it and see if you can take him out with the car, or you can take an aim shot and see if you can hit him before he hits you. Or if you've got something else in mind.
Barbarian. We
Try taking a shot.
You're gonna try taking
barbarian.
a shot. Okay. So here's what I need from you. Is this an aim shot or are you just shooting wildly?
Oh, yeah.
It's an aim shot.
No,
Okay.
this is an aim shot. I was waiting for somebody to come around the corner. So.
Okay. So I will remind you that you are suffering the effects of a concussion. So here's how this is going to go down. I need your quick row. You are going to give me the row, and then you are going to subtract 1 point from that for the concussion.
Okay. One.
Pardon me?
Okay, first one is. Sorry, there's an advertisement just came up on my roller.
That's all good. Don't worry. Sounds like bubblefish.
A 0.
Okay. So you shoot. It goes flying by his head wildly, and it hits the wall next to him.
-2.
Yeah. So you fire, but you miss wildly. It hits the wall like next to him. So, um, he's firing wildly from the front of the vehicle. Okay. Um, the other guy that was with him comes whipping around the corner as well. Except he doesn't come around the front of the vehicle. He stops dead in his tracks and he starts spraying the vehicle with bullets from the passenger side of the vehicle. The vehicle is bulletproof, so it really
If he's
does.
on the side, he's gonna kill himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Ricochets are gonna come back and like take him out.
Yeah. So he's firing at this vehicle. Okay. Hasn't caught on at all to the fact that the bullets aren't penetrating the vehicle. Okay.
The
Uh,
ricochets would kill him.
so I need you to give me another quick roll, please, Pete.
Two.
Two? Yep. So he fires wildly at the vehicle. The bullets bounce back. This guy catches them in the chest or in the stomach, pardon me, and he hits the ground. Okay. So we'll come back to this combat in a minute. Maya and Heinrich, well, you guys are doing your thing. Heinrich's gone looking for a forklift, which he knows where it is. Maya, you're on the second shelf now. You need to make your way to the third shelf, and you guys start to hear the sound of gunfire from outside the warehouse. Um, Maya, let's talk about where you're at. You're on the second shelf. You're 12 feet up. You need to climb up another 6 feet to get to the spot where these crates are stored. Um, to be very clear as to how these shelves are built, so it's metal framing on the four corners and then wooden flooring or whatever you want to call it, in the center of the shelves where the crates are being stored. So you are going to have to grab or find a way to grab on to the bottom of the third shelf to pull yourself up. Okay? So you are on the second shelf right now. Let's go through this. How are you getting up to the third shelf?
Those metal shells have metal poles every so many feet for support.
Okay?
So metal poles that run the length of them.
And crossbars
So
and like whatever. She can climb the crossbars.
yes, exactly. That's what I'm going for. Anything that is higher than the bottom or the floor of the shelf that I'm on, I can grab onto to lift myself up. I'm 5'5". That means I only need about a 5-inch boost,
Okay?
right? To
Sure.
get to the next shelf. And once I get to the bottom of it, I can start pulling myself onto it, pushing up on some of the crossbars, and I'm just there.
Okay.
I'm agile. I'm petite. I can move,
Okay,
you know.
fair enough. So you're so if I understand this,
Only if, yeah,
if I
in
understand
real
this,
life.
you're using a crossbar to pull yourself up to the bottom of the next shelf.
A combination of a crossbar and the bottom of the other shelf.
Yeah.
Boost myself up that extra 5 inches
Okay.
that I need.
So basically, you're doing a chin up, and then you're using one hand to grab the bottom of the other shelf, and then moving your other hand up to pull yourself up. Correct?
Yes,
Okay. So give me a quick roll, please.
a quick roll.
Quick roll.
Okay. Quick roll. Hold on. My quick is okay. So my quick is 1, and I got a -1, so that's a 0. Can I
Okay.
use a fate point to
Timber.
reroll?
If you want to use a fate point, you can use a fate point. How many fate
That
points will this leave you with?
that will take me down to 1 if I spend this fate point, because this
And
would be my second fate point for today.
okay, that's fine.
Okay, come on. Yes. My quick is 2.
Okay, So you make it up to the third shelf.
Yeah.
There's enough room for you to get in there.
Okay. So, okay. Sorry. Let me just keep track of that. Okay. Done.
So you make it up
All
to
right.
the third shelf. There's enough room now for you to get in there and start looking for the crates that you have to find. Heinrich, you've made it to
Doppelhauer Klaus.
you've made it to the forklift. Um, this is all playing out at once. So, Heinrich, you boosted Maya to the second shelf. While you went running towards the forklift, you heard gunfire from outside the building. You got to the forklift. You quickly turned around and looked over your shoulder to see where Maya was and to make sure that you weren't at immediate risk of getting shot in the back. And you saw Maya almost like a gymnast, grabbing this metal rod and yanking herself up like some sort of mini ninja. Okay? So
Emphasis on mini, right?
yep, so she's made it to the nice. She's made it to the third shelf. Now,
Okay, well,
you've got to the forklift. The end result is there's there's like 25 or 26 crates up there that you guys are going to have to quickly go through. So,
I will be Staplerfahrer Klaus.
all right. So, you get to the forklift. You've, to my knowledge, you have no experience driving a forklift.
It's like driving a car.
It's like driving a car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Except with a few extra controls on the side, for doing the forklift controls. I mean,
Okay. That's fine.
You can figure it out if you know how to drive a car.
clever 3, I'm fine.
Okay. So you get into this forklift and you start her up, and she purrs like a
Okay.
she
Test all the
purrs
controls so you know which way
purrs
everything goes.
like a kitty cat. So yeah, for forklift seems forklift seems to work.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you do?
Head over.
Okay. So you get
Use the forklift to grab the highest crates. The ones that Christiane can't get or Maya can't get to. And let her do one level. I do the top level. Work our way like that.
so Maya,
Mm-hmm.
documented on your
Yeah.
documented on your character sheet. What is your current inventory? What are you
My
currently
current
carrying?
inventory. I have that ornate dagger from the last search we did.
Okay. So
So
when you get up to these crates and you start looking at them, they're all fairly tightly sealed. So you're gonna need something to, pry them open with.
Kniffy. She has
So
a kniffy.
yep. So you're gonna
I have the dagger.
so you're gonna use this very expensive looking ornate dagger that you pilfered from your
I
former
don't
employer.
care. I need to get into those crates. Yes, I
Oh,
will.
okay, fair enough. So,
No
um,
class, by the way. No class.
so let's be very clear. Let's be very
What?
clear on what's happening here. While there is a
Yes.
gunfight going on outside, you guys are tearing into crates. So, we said it was crates 575 through 604, I believe we said. Like
Uh huh.
20
70.
29 or 30 crates to go through. Um, I will tell you right now, you won't have a problem finding the crates. Clint Dufresne may be many things, but disorganized is not one of them.
That's good.
Where the computer or where the manifest on the computer said they would be is exactly where they are. So I'm going to tell you to go through 30 crates, it'll probably take you guys 15 or 20 minutes because Heinrich's at the bottom with this forklift and he's got to get his share down there first, and you're up there prying yours open. So while this is going on, Pete, you're still outside involved in this gunfight. Now, this one idiot that sprayed bullets at the right hand side of the vehicle had them whiplash back at him. He took a couple in the stomach, and now he's lying on the ground bleeding out. His buddy is astounded.
That's a Darwin Award.
Yeah, it's exactly. That's a Darwin Award right there. So his buddy is astounded by this because it was like an act of God. He's firing and suddenly he's dead. So now he's screaming, "You son of a bitch!" as he's continuing to fire at you. So, at this point, what do you want to do? Do you want to try and mow this guy down with the car, or do you want to take another aim shot at him?
I'm going to take another aim shot because I'm assuming that these guys are trying to get out here.
Okay.
So we can take off.
Fair enough. So give me your quick roll, please, and then subtract 1 from it.
1.
Okay. Where are you aiming for?
Aiming at the same guy who I shot at last time.
Yeah, but where are you aiming for on him? Are you just generically aiming, or are you picking a particular part of his body?
I'm aiming for the upper part of his body.
Okay, so you're aiming for the
I
chest?
want to aim past him. Yeah.
Congratulations, you just put one right through his heart. So as he's spraying these bullets, he takes one right to the center of his chest. For a very split second, he gets a shocked, almost serene look on his face, and then he falls down dead. Okay, so Maya and Pete inside the warehouse, you hear the high action rat-a-tatting of gunfire shots, and suddenly, all at once, dead silence. So Maya, here's what we're gonna do. I'm going to ask you to give me 1 second here. Okay. I'm going to ask you to give me 1 mental roll, please.
Mental? Clever.
No, we're going to do mental.
Your line is cutting out.
Oh, okay, so Maya, I'm going to ask you to give me one mental roll, please.
1 mental roll. Okay,
What's a mental roll?
Let's see.
Oh, just to roll. Oh, okay.
My clever is 3. Okay, clever, yeah.
Yeah, a clever.
Okay, so... Okay, so my clever is 3 and I just rolled plus 3. Okay. So whatever it is, I pass with flying colors.
Oh, yes, you succeed with style. So, you go tearing through these 15 crates is like a knife through soft butter, okay? As you open them, you are seeing various artifacts from the dig site that you formerly worked at that seem...
These belong in the museum.
Yeah, exactly. These belong in a museum. Okay, but in the
what is going on here?
In the 15 crates that you have gone through, you do not find any trace of this amulet that you were hoping to find. Now, Heinrich, we are going to say that you have 15 crates to go through to bring down, and let's just arbitrarily say that each round you can get 5 crates on that forklift. So I'm going to ask you to give me 3 quick rows, please.
Quick or clever?
Quick in this case, because you're bringing them down from the upper bunk.
First set is 4.
No problem. You get it down. The next one.
0.
Okay. The second set of 5 crates that you are bringing down with this forklift come about halfway down and suddenly all come tumbling off the forklift. They come
Oh,
tumbling down about 8 or 9 feet to the ground. A couple of them land with no sign of damage. 2 of them hit the ground and shatter, spewing contents all over the immediate floor. Now,
Okay.
you quickly look at the contents from the seat of the forklift. You see a bunch of broken pottery and things like that, but nothing shiny that resembles an amulet. So instead of having 15 crates to go through at this point, you're currently staring at 8 crates with another 5 up on the upper bunk. Give me a
Okay.
third quick roll, please.
2.
The third set of 5 crates comes down without a hitch, so you now have 13 crates that you have to quickly pop open and search the contents. What's in your inventory currently? Do you have anything to open them with?
In my
when I
inventory,
borrow
the only...
my knife?
Sure, I can use your knife.
All right, so fine. Do you climb down at this point to give it to him, or
Why? Throw it.
I'm not done. I'm not done yet. I
okay,
finished opening them, but I'm still
fine.
looking. And yes, I'm gonna toss it.
Okay, hold on. So you're throwing a dagger at him from 18?
No.
Yes.
Toss it.
Did you just say yes? Fine. No,
Yes.
you said that. Give me a quick row, Heinrich. Give me a quick row, Maya.
A quick roll. Okay, quick roll.
3.
Oh, hold on. So I rolled a 0. Quick is 1. So I'm a bad toss.
All right,
You
Heinrich.
missed you.
Heinrich,
Lucky you.
Heinrich, you can't be sure, but the way Maya seemed to launch that knife from 18 feet up towards you, it almost looked like she was trying to kill you. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so dagger's now on the ground. Give me one clever roll, please, Heinrich.
Clever is 3.
Perfect. You pop open the 13 crates that you got down without any issues, and you don't find any sign of a medallion in those 13 crates. Just a bunch of old, crappy-looking pottery that you're pretty sure belongs in a museum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
Maya, Heinrich gives you the high sign. There's nothing in these crates.
Okay, well, I'm still digging in mine.
Well,
Dig, dig, dig.
yep, so we've already confirmed you've gone through all 15 crates. There's nothing in yours. The one clever row you already gave me confirmed there was nothing in those crates.
Oh, okay. Yes. Never mind.
So
Okay.
you're 18 feet up. You've got to get down. By the way, you just tried, or Heinrich thinks you just tried to kill him. He's not 100% sure, but you threw a dagger at him, and he's not sure if it was meant to help him or hinder him. So you have to get down that 18 feet. Are you going to ask him to bring you down on the forklift, or are you gonna
Heck no.
you're gonna scurry down the 18 feet on your own?
I'm gonna take my chances to scurry down on my own.
Okay, fine.
Just a little bit at a time.
All right. So I need 3 quick rolls from you, please. One for every 6 feet of shelving.
Okay. Let's see. My quick is 1. Great. Okay, so first one I got a +2 and 1, so I'm a 3. So I managed to do that
Okay,
one.
so you make it down the first 6 feet. You're back onto the second set of shelves. You're about 12 feet up. Give me the next quick one, please.
But I only went 12 feet up.
No, you went 18 feet.
Okay, never mind. Yes, I went 18. Okay, short-term memory. Sorry. Okay, so the next one. Uh, Next one puts me at 2 quick total.
Okay, you make it down the second set of shelves. You are now 6 feet off the ground.
Okay, so this one. For the third one, I am at 1. I rolled a 0.
So you're holding on to the bottom of the first set of upper bunks off the ground, which puts you about 6 feet off the ground. You're about to drop
Mm-hmm.
down, and you're holding on to this crossbar to kind of, brace yourself on the way down. The crossbar breaks on one side. So you're in the center, the crossbar is joining the two metal frames together, and
Okay.
on one side the welding gives way and the crossbar snaps sideways, sending you flying towards the right hand side of the shelf. Give me one more quick roll, please.
Mia runs
One more
across
quick.
8 lanes of 401 traffic at rush hour and trips on a stone at the other side.
Lovely. Yeah. Oh,
Tripped on
okay.
a stone.
So, okay, I'm at a -1. I guess I really got hurt this time.
So,
Ah.
this is up to you or your party. Someone can spend a fate point to try and soften her blow, or you can spend your remaining fate point and re-roll this. I will leave it up to you guys.
I'll blow a fate point and catch her. Fine.
Well,
Okay.
thank you. How very kind of
All
you.
right. So Heinrich, deduct one fate point from your
Yep.
character
Down to
sheet.
2.
And Maya, lucky for you, as you're about to go flying sideways and sprawling across the ground, you suddenly fall into the arms of Heinrich, who I'm not sure if Heinrich caught you to save you or because he wants to drop you himself. Something about you throwing a dagger at him.
Well, that was an accident. Really?
Uh huh. Yeah.
All right. So, Pete, you're sitting in the driver's side of the vehicle. There are now two dead individuals in front of you, one who basically killed himself and one who you put one right through his chest. Okay? I need you to keep track of how many rounds are in that gun currently, please. You started with 16, you're down to 14. Okay? Um, At this point, I need to know, are you staying in the vehicle or are you going to try and go see if you can find anything on either of these guys?
I was going to say, what's the time frame that this whole thing has
So
taken in effect?
so when
What,
you when
probably a
you
couple minutes?
when you guys got to the warehouse, it was about 12:30. Okay. Um,
Mhm.
Pete and Maya, sorry, Heinrich and Maya went into the warehouse. It took them about 10 minutes to get to Dufresne's office. We're going to say it took them about 10 or 15 minutes to search the office. Okay. And then we established that it would take about 20 minutes for them to go through these 30 crates. So this entire episode at this warehouse has taken about 45 minutes. So it's now 1:15. The two guys that just showed up and tried to take your head off, showed up about 7 minutes ago. So they showed up about, let's say, 8 minutes past one.
I'm going to go up, actually, to where they are.
Yep.
Take their weapons.
Okay. So you now have yourself
And I'm going to try to be as stealthy as I can. Try to even go to the corner where they came around to see if I can hear any more commotion on that side.
Okay.
Any more people coming.
Fair enough. So you go up, you grab yourself a couple machine guns. Okay. I'm assuming that you are pocketing the high point that you have, probably down the small of
Yeah.
your back or something. So you've now got two machine guns and a high point. Okay. You move slowly down the alleyway. You are being hindered by this concussion. There is no doubt about it. Okay. Um, you get to the front of the alleyway. I need you to give me a clever roll, please, Pete.
Hold on. Advertisement. Clever, you said?
Yep.
And is there a -1 with that?
Nope.
Okay, so clever 0.
Okay. What you see just around the corner is a black SUV that looks like it was carelessly discarded. And by that, what I'm telling you is one of the doors on the SUV has been left open. We're going to say the driver's side door. It was not parked neatly. It was parked very hastily. Okay, beyond that, you do not see anything immediately that gives you reason to feel that there's a need for caution.
Okay. I'm going to go back and find these guys.
Okay, so you go walking back down the alleyway back towards the loading dock door. Maya and Heinrich, you have now established that there does not appear to be anything here that directly connects Dufresne and Uzma to this medallion that you're looking for, other than the fact that you know that Dufresne was a front for moving things on behalf of Uzma, and that there is stuff that is being siphoned from that dig site through Dufresne's warehouse. Are you going to continue to search, or are you going to head back towards the loading dock?
What do you think?
Let's continue. Let's continue to search. We never got to
Where?
the
What?
back in the office on the left side. Those cabinets we didn't do.
I thought you did them before you ran downstairs.
No, we did the right ones, and then
All right, let's run back
you were on.
upstairs into the office.
Yeah, well, because you found those crates. Hey, don't you?
Okay,
Whatever.
fair enough. So, you guys go scurrying back up the stairs to the office. Bear in mind that neither one of you at this point is consciously aware of what's taken place outside, other than at one point there was lots of gunfire and suddenly now it's dead
Well,
silence. Okay?
well, if there's no one screaming, obviously it's fine.
Okay.
There's no one with us in the warehouse.
All right.
Exactly.
So you get back up to the office, each one of you, because what are you searching for filing cabinets right now?
So the filing cabinet's on the left side of the office, and
Okay,
we're searching
fair
that
enough.
medallion.
Who's searching them?
I'm searching.
Fine. Give me a clever roll, please.
And this clever roll determines what? If I find anything?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Hold on. So my clever is 3. I got a -2. That means 1 means I don't find anything, but if I spend a fate point to reroll, I could have a second shot at it, right?
Do you have a fate point to spend?
Yeah, I do, because Anthony,
Okay.
you know,
Well,
Heinrich, I'm sorry, he spent his fate point last time instead of me spending my last.
okay. Well, I can't answer that question.
So yes, I do have a fate point to spend.
Okay, and what I cannot answer is I can't tell you what this fate point is or is not going to determine. So right now your clever row is 1. You need to tell me if you're satisfied with that or if you're going to reroll it.
Okay, so you said that this clever roll will determine if I find the medallion or not, and
No,
at 1,
wow, no, that's not what I said. What I said is I need you to give me a
okay.
clever row.
And I said, does this roll determine if I find the medallion or not? And you said yes.
Just
No,
roll.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. I know I need a better score. Okay, so I got a 2 plus the 3, that's a 5.
clever of 5.
Yes.
Okay. You're tearing through these filing cabinets like your life depends on it, and so far you haven't found anything. It is when you get to the bottom drawer of the very last filing cabinet that you find a folder in the bottom of the filing cabinet. Unlike the rest of the filing cabinets where, they're all lined upright to, get as many files as you can in there, this bottom drawer has one folder in it, laying on its face or its back, face up, nothing else in the filing cabinet. You take the folder out, you open it up, and you
Mm-hmm.
find a handwritten note. And what it says is Brotherhood of FATE, an address, and it says item to be forwarded to. It does not indicate what the item was, just the name and address and the fact that something was sent there. And sorry, one more thing. Underneath that, it says payment to be received upon delivery.
Mm. So I'm going to grab the note,
Sure.
but no medallion
Nope.
still. Oh, I guess the next logical thing is to share the note with Heinrich, go outside to find Pete, and go
Obviously, go to the Brotherhood of
to
FATE.
exactly, because now I
Chris.
have an address.
Yep. All right. So
Fine.
you guys are making your exit of the warehouse?
Yes.
Okay, from the point of the office back to the loading dock door, I am once again going to remind you that down those stairs and across the warehouse is about 150 feet. Pete, on your way back to the car, okay, you still have the two bodies in front of the car. You have the one that you shot through the chest and the guy that ended up killing himself. You took the weapons off them. Are you doing anything else with these bodies?
I'm gonna drag them to the side, like just
You're just going to
so
drag
they
them to
aren't
the
like
side.
laying.
Okay, fair enough. So
Yeah.
you move them to the side. Um, where are you going from here? Are you going to go into the warehouse? Are you going to wait by the car? Are you getting back into the car?
No, I'm going into the warehouse to get these guys.
Okay, fair enough. So you start to make your way towards the warehouse. You do have to go up a set of stairs to get to the top of the loading dock to get into the warehouse. Um, as you get to the top of the stairs, I need you to stop and I need you to give me another careful roll, please.
Okay. Gonna say no minuses?
Nope. Let's
Ooh,
agree.
a 5.
Perfect. So, Pete, let's agree for the time being that the only time you are going to have to minus anything will be on physical abilities as a result of your concussion. Anything mentally related or anything like that, you don't have to provide a minus, okay? Okay, so you get to the top of the stairs, you get to the very top step, and when you get there, you hear a ringing sound coming from one of the bodies. Okay, it sounds like a
I'm not
cell.
gonna answer it.
Yeah, it sounds like a cell phone is going off on one of the bodies. Okay, you're not going to answer it. Maya and Heinrich, you are making your way towards the loading dock door, which is still open. Uh, are you stopping to do anything else, or are you exiting the warehouse?
We're done here.
You're done there, Maya?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
spent
guys,
enough time here.
so you guys exit the warehouse. As you exit the warehouse, you see Pete coming up the loading dock steps. He stops and acknowledges you two. You look around. You see a couple of bodies pulled off to the side near your vehicle, and you hear the ringing of a cell phone coming from the bodies.
Okay.
Hmm.
So, what next?
Search the bodies. Anything of usefulness on them? Any identifying items other than the cell phone, obviously.
Fair enough.
Any
So,
money,
okay,
weapon, any other weapons?
okay.
Go through his pockets and look for loose change.
So that no, that's
It's
fine.
all tokens. It's all
So
boss tokens.
so are
Those are worth
are
money.
you searching both bodies yourself, Heinrich?
Sure.
Give me two. Give me two careful. Yeah, no. Give me two clever rolls for this one.
First one is 3.
Perfect. So you're searching one of the bodies. That's the body that the cell phone is ringing on, okay? I don't know if you want to do anything with the cell phone or not. Do you?
Check the cell phone, but
It
see who's calling.
well, it comes up as Mr. Uzma on the
Nah,
call
leave it.
display. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, toss the cell phone to the side. You continue to go through this guy's pockets. You do find a wallet. The wallet has $150 in small bills inside it. Uh, an ID which you look at and immediately determine cannot be real. But then you do find a stack of business cards and a clip in the pocket as well, with the same generic name on it as appeared on the ID that you're fairly sure was fake. But the business card lists him as a security consultant for Uzma Enterprises.
Okay.
So
Any
that's
address on the business card?
yeah, it's the public address for Uzma Enterprises. It's basically a corporate office in the downtown core. It's an address that you very easily would have acquired from a phone book as well. So
Okay.
you look at it
Right
and
by Starbucks.
yeah, it basically right by Starbucks. It is the corporate face for Uzma's shall we say semi-legal operations.
All right, whatever. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, give me your next row, please, for the second body.
Clever -1, so I've got 2.
Okay, $200 in bills in the pocket. and the same business cards listing the second individual as a consultant for Uzma Enterprises as well. So out of this, you've walked out of it with $350 in cash.
In addition to the 500 I got from last time, right?
Exactly. So you're up to $850 in cash right now.
Man, this
So
is lucrative.
yeah, so just make sure you make a note of that as part of your inventory. But beyond that, there's nothing on those bodies that means
Of course not.
anything to you.
All right.
They're mooks. They're hired help. You might get some loot off them, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Maya, you guys are
Mm-hmm.
standing there. Heinrich is looting the corpses, and you guys have to make some decisions from this point. Someone may want to find out from Pete what the hell just happened out here.
Yeah, Pete, what's going on? What happened while we were in the
Let's get
warehouse?
the hell out of here. We've got 2 dead bodies outside.
Yeah, tell us on
One
the,
of them I didn't
okay,
kill.
tell us on the way.
Okay, so you guys
So
are.
where are we going first?
Yeah, you better figure that out.
Well, I thought we were
All
All I
going
know is
to
that you're
see
dragging. I'm still not
Brotherhood.
feeling good.
Says the man who just gunned down like 2 people and like when what did you go through their did you go through their vehicle? Seriously?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet. Oh, then let's go through their vehicle.
Ah, okay.
Anything interesting, useful, or otherwise, whatever in that vehicle.
Okay, so is that what you are doing? Are you going to go search the vehicle?
I will.
Okay, is anyone going with you?
Sure, I'll
The
go
vehicle's
help.
on the way out too, so we'd be driving right past it. So
Okay, so are you driving over to the vehicle?
Nah, just walk over the vehicle.
Okay, fine. So
yeah.
you walk to the end of the alleyway. You go to make a right-hand turn to find where the vehicle is based on the description that Pete gave you. Heinrich, give me a quick row, please.
Zero.
Okay, you turn the corner just in time to see 2 more black SUVs come tearing into the same parking lot that this vehicle has been carelessly parked in. And
Okay, time to go.
yep, 4 more guys dressed in similar attire jump
Mm.
out of the 2 vehicles and start frantically looking around, trying to determine where they should go.
Lovely. All right, time to go.
Okay,
Let's run.
so you head back down the alleyway towards your vehicle. You guys jump in the vehicle. Now there is only one way out of this alleyway, to be very clear, and it is right by those 4 SUV or 2 SUVs. Okay, so you get back down the alleyway. You get to your vehicle. Who's driving?
Would be me, of course.
Okay, you guys all load in. Start the vehicle and you go to make haste. Are you crawling out of this alleyway or are
Bat out of
you
hell. Get over it.
bat out of hell? Perfect. So you go accelerating at high speed down this alleyway. As you do, you go whipping by these 4 guys that just jumped out of these SUVs. Obviously, they see you. They're like, you know, shocked look on their face, and then they immediately start piling back into the SUVs to pursue you. So, I'm going to tell you that you have about 90 seconds on them. Where are you going right now?
Oh, we're going to the Brotherhood.
That way. I don't.
You don't care where you're going. Okay, fair enough. So you've got about a 90-second head start on them. They are definitely chasing you. Heinrich, you're driving. Give me a quick row, please.
Quick +1, 2.
Okay. They haven't caught up yet, but they haven't lost sight of you. So you're continuing to blow through city streets. You make it a couple more blocks. Give me another quick roll, please, Heinrich.
Quick +1, 2.
Okay. They're still in hot pursuit, but they haven't caught up yet. You know, it's funny. Someone needs to do something about getting them off your tail.
I'm driving. Hello. You guys are just kind of sitting there.
Drive faster.
Well, the archaeologist
Well,
is suggesting that you,
The pseudo archaeologist.
yeah,
Pseudo.
that you pick up speed. So
Really?
what
Let's throw
about
out some
Pete
dead
with
weight.
the
Why
automatic
don't we?
gun?
Let's throw out some dead weight so we can
Well,
go
Pete
a
has
little
all
faster.
these guns.
You want to do a gunfight in the middle of a town? Are you mad?
well,
Yes.
so you guys
Let's
Yes,
blow
I
out the
am.
back window.
you guys are speeding through the streets. Has anyone ever even considered the fact that you're blowing through city blocks, not worrying about stopping?
Yes, but we're not shooting the shit out of the town.
Okay. Heinrich, give me another quick roll, please. You're on to 6 blocks at this point.
Quick +2, so 3.
Okay. You're moving into the 8-block radius. These guys are not stopping. Now, you've got to about 8 blocks. Around the 7th block, you go speeding through the street, and suddenly another SUV makes a right-hand turn and is in pursuit of you. So you now have 3 SUVs on your tail. So these guys are calling in the backup.
Just one SUV for backup? Really?
Well,
That's pretty sad.
Hey, you know what? They got to be coming from
Well,
somewhere.
let's
So
make
far,
sure we lose them.
so far, you've got 3 SUVs. You know for a fact that there's at least 6 people. Okay, so moving on to block 10. Is anyone going to try and lose these guys or do something?
I'm driving, man.
Heinrich, give me a quick roll.
Drive faster.
Quick -1, 0.
Okay, block 10. You hang a sharp left-hand turn down the street, uh, trying to lose them. And you end up...
Sorry, my bad. Quick is 2, so I have a quick of 1 right now. My bad.
Fair enough. You guys hang a sharp left to go down a street to try and lose them. And you drive right into a closed construction site. Because...
Reverse, get out.
Lovely.
Okay, you hit the reverse on the car, you floor it backwards. See, as you're flooring it backwards to make a turn to head in a different direction, give me another quick roll, please.
1.
Okay, 1. You guys just got T-boned by one of the SUVs. Everyone in the vehicle, give me a quick roll, please.
Ouch. Okay.
God damn it.
3.
Okay,
Okay.
Heinrich and Pete, you guys are fine. You got T-boned. You definitely did not take as much damage as you normally would. Maya, what's your quick?
I'm at 0 now.
We are in an armored vehicle.
Doesn't change the fact.
Are the mooks okay? Yeah. Have you ever played bocce ball?
Hey,
So
they
essentially, if you okay,
wherever they damage the
a
vehicle,
classic line from Back to the Future. We're in an '83 DeLorean. They are in a what is it, '63, a '67 Chevy. If we hit them, it'll go through us like tissue paper.
that's fine. I'm not disputing damage to your armored vehicle, but they're still gonna send that
Okay,
vehicle
it's gonna
spinning.
be yes. Okay, fine.
So, Maya, to be very clear here, you rolled a 0.
Well, my total is 0. I rolled a +1 and a -2, so
And you have used
my
all your
is
and you
1.
and you've used all your fate points, correct?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Maya, you're in the back seat. This
Yes.
vehicle, this vehicle just got T-boned by one of the SUVs, which has sent you guys spinning out of control momentarily. None of you were expecting this to happen. Y-
Um, Hold on a
Yeah.
second though. So I have this stunt
Uh-huh.
where that says I get a +2 when quickly evading situations that threaten my survival. So
Okay.
would that not give me a +2 to my quick?
Well, we can do this. You got T-boned. You got launched forward head first into the passenger's seat in front of you. Now, because of that stunt, I am going to give you an
Wait, are
op.
we getting T-boned or are we T-boning the guy behind us?
No, you got T-boned.
That
You,
means that should
you,
be going sideways, not.
but
So yeah, how would I be
oh,
launched forward
so
exactly?
watch. You threw it in reverse. You were backing up to make a turn to go in a different direction. As you were backing it up, Maya is sitting behind Pete in the back seat, okay? The vehicle came this way and hit the other side of the vehicle, sending you guys this way. So, yes, you're right. Physically, Maya would not have necessarily got thrown forward, but she definitely got thrown in a different direction. So, what I am going to
Okay.
give you the opportunity to do because of your stunt is I'm going to give you an opportunity to roll your quick, add a +2 to it to evade the potential damage that you're about to take.
Okay, so I'm doing another roll,
Roll your
basically.
quick, add +2 to
Okay.
your stunt.
Okay, so I rolled my quick. Jeez, I got a -1, so I'm at 2 for quick
Okay,
with the stunt.
perfect. You evade. So
Yay.
you end up being thrown almost back on an angle into the back of the car where the seatbelt comes out of. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of wrench your shoulder in the process. Okay. Um, it's not a hardcore injury. It's more of a strain at this point because you really weren't expecting it. Okay.
Okay.
But beyond that, you haven't really taken any serious injury. Pete and Heinrich, ironically, did not take any impact to speak of from what just
Did
happened.
the airbags deploy?
No, they did not. Okay, the vehicle is spinning like this. Now, Pete,
But the side airbags would have deployed.
Pete, um,
I don't need another concussion.
no, you're fine. Okay.
No, you have enough.
However, this is spinning this way, which is kind of making you feel woozy. Well, Heinrich is trying to get control of the vehicle. So, you've already got a concussion. This sudden, unexpected jolt isn't helping you. Um,
Bleh!
exactly. Pete, I need you to give me a quick roll, please.
Oh dear.
A 3.
Okay. You're good. You feel like you're going to be sick, but you get control of yourself. Heinrich, give me a quick roll, please, to regain control of the vehicle.
Come on, shake. So 2 plus 1.
Perfect. You regain control of the vehicle. Now, the vehicle that hit you guys, they hit you so hard, they destroyed the front end of their vehicle. Okay? The second SUV, which was very closely behind them, was not expecting this to happen either. So they actually ended up rear-ending the first SUV and ended up destroying their front end as well. So out of the 3 SUVs that were chasing you, you are now down to 1. Now,
Okay.
the third SUV is 60 seconds behind you. You have regained control of your vehicle. You are once again moving at high speed.
You know what? No.
Nope. Okay, what are you doing?
Stop the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle.
Fine.
So you have 2 SUVs which have crashed into each other.
Yep.
Are the occupants dead?
No.
Kneecap them all. 1 kneecap. That's all we need.
Okay, but hold
1
on.
shot each person. 1 knee.
Okay, so wait a minute. You're going to engage in combat with the 4 individuals in these vehicles.
Yes, they're all in shock. They've all just been rattled up pretty hardcore.
Okay,
So
two
take
se-
advantage of it.
2 separate vehicles,
4
two
people.
4 people. Fine. Are you doing this on your own, or are you getting other people in your vehicle involved?
Just me, because these 2 are, not exactly what I would call trustworthy at this moment.
Okay, fine. So
What? Okay,
you
the
you
audio's cutting out, so I don't know why I'm not trustworthy here.
so you get out of
Throwing a knife at me?
so you get
You
out of
used me as a human shield right from the get-go. So what kind of impression does that set?
so you get
Because
out of
you're bait.
the vehicle and you're heading for the first SUV. Okay.
Actually, if we think about this, Anthony, for a second, we're stopping to do that. I was going to say my guy still has a good shot. I think the fastest way, I do one vehicle, you do the other one.
You've also got a concussion. You
Out
can't
of game
shoot.
too, my
You
rolls
can't
are
hit the
still good.
broadside of a barn. Okay, let's be honest here.
I just took down the other guy.
No, you took down 1 guy, and that was
Yeah, one
sheer
guy.
luck. After that took you 2 shots to do it.
Okay.
Well, Pete, I'm going to be honest with you. Keep in mind that you're not necessarily answerable to Heinrich. So if you feel like you want to, get
He's
in.
going to run out and do it faster than I. Sure.
Okay.
Got adrenaline on the side.
So
On the side.
Heinrich is doing this on his own. Fine.
Yep.
You make it.
Hmm.
You make it to the first SUV. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One of the people in the SUV, the driver, definitely was not prepared to hit you head on. So when he hit you
Oh, these guys got airbags in their faces, man.
oh yes they do. As a matter of fact, the guy on the driver's side looks like he's bare minimum unconscious because when this airbag deployed, he took it head on. So
Yeah.
give me 2 quick rows, one for each occupant of the first SUV.
Quick roll number 1 is 3.
Yep, you got the driver, 1 in the kneecap.
Number 2
Oh,
is
lovely.
1.
You hit him, not in the kneecap. You actually hit him in the inner side of his left thigh.
Yeah. It's debilitating. It's fine.
Yep.
Next.
So, as you are firing off your 2 shots into the first SUV, the 2 guys in the second SUV come staggering out.
Remember, these guys also got like
yeah,
airbag in face. So
I'm not saying they didn't get injured, but ironically, the airbags didn't deploy in the second SUV. The
how they rear-ended him at
yeah,
full speed?
I know. The driver in the
That means
second
that guy has like steering wheel on his forehead.
hold on. The driver in the second SUV got out, blood streaming out of his forehead into his eyes. He wildly tries to take a shot at you. I'm going to ask you to give me a quick row. This guy is injured, so he has to deal with that as well. Oh, yeah. Quick row, please, Heinrich.
1.
Yeah, he takes a shot at you. It goes whizzing by you as this guy is wildly trying to wipe the blood off his face with one hand and waving this gun around with the other hand.
Kneecap.
Okay, give me the quick row.
5.
Oh, we're talking like perfect shot right into the kneecap. This guy lurches forward, slams his head a second time off the open driver's side door, which he was using to try and prop himself up, and crumbles to the ground. The fourth guy, who's also kind of in shock, who was about to take a shot at you, looks at the fact that 3 of his comrades are down, and he turns around and he tries to make a run for it. So he is now,
Kneecap.
he's exposed his back to you. So give me your quick row for this one. Through the back of his knee. Yep, he falls face first to the ground.
Boom.
This entire interaction took about 15 seconds. There is
Yep.
now a 45-second delay between you and the third SUV.
Decisions. Ah.
So you do me a favor, give me a clever roll there, Heinrich.
3.
So you look up between the smoke and chaos from the first 2 SUVs, and you can see the third one coming. And it's moving at a high speed as well. So the longer you stand there, the less time in distance between you and them there will be. So you're now
Up in
down.
the second SUV
Yep.
and rear ram the third SUV coming up over the hill or
Oh,
wherever.
okay, so you're going to jump into the second SUV with a destroyed front end and you're going to try and back it up.
Yep.
Okay, fine. Uh, Give me a quick row, please.
3.
Okay, you do it. You rear end the third one. Okay, now because of how fast they were moving, you also run the risk of taking damage from the impact because you rear-ended this into them. So I need you to give me a quick roll to see if you avoid this damage.
3.
Okay. You narrowly throw yourself out the driver's side door as you rear-end the SUV. Just in time to see the airbag come exploding out of the steering column of the vehicle.
Which one? Mine or the other one?
The one that you were just in.
Okay.
Okay, so you get up, you got a couple scrapes, that's about it. The 2 occupants in the third SUV definitely were not expecting this to happen. Again, the airbag deployed in the third one.
It's kneecap time.
you kind of saw this. You saw this airbag deploy. You saw these arms go like this in the driver's seat, and then they just kind of went,
You know
okay,
what?
and
Time. It's kneecap time.
they don't look like they're moving. So
That's
the
fine. Open the door, kneecap 'em.
okay, hold on though. Before you do this, you need to understand where the other guy in the vehicle was. So he's sitting there with his seatbelt on. You rear end them. The one guy in the driver's seat went forward. The guy in the passenger seat went lurching forward with the seatbelt. Okay? For whatever reason, the airbag did not deploy on his side, so he went lurching forward and slammed his forehead into the dashboard of the vehicle.
You just don't want me to kneecap these guys.
Oh,
Like,
dude.
seriously.
Oh, dude. No. Hold on. Okay. He went flying backwards, hit his head. He is conscious, and he's sort of, okay. Now, he goes, he sees you coming. He tries to reach into his vest or whatever the hell he's wearing with his right hand, and he just can't do it. So now you're seeing this guy, blood streaming out of his head, trying to do this with his left hand like he's reaching for something. So
He
yeah,
reached for his gun.
yeah,
Duh.
you definitely have the opportunity to try and kneecap him.
Of course.
Your target number on both of these rows is 2.
All right. Well, kneecap number 1 on quick. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah. +0. So I've got him 2.
Yep.
And number 2 is +1, 3.
Yep. You got both of them.
Okay. Take their guns, please.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So
So I've got 6 new pistols.
Yep, you do. He's got
Are they carrying any extra magazines? Because magazines are a bitch to get nowadays.
You tell me how many extra
Everyone
mags.
carries one spare. It's
There you
fine.
go. So you got 6 guns, 6 mags.
6 guns, 12 mags.
Well,
Spare mag.
if you're not including the ones already in the guns, because keep in mind we have not identified how many bullets have been fired out of these guns. So
Yeah.
that's fine. You know what? We'll say that you've got yourself some ammo.
Okay. So wow, that was 6 bullets. That was expensive.
Yep.
Seriously, 6 bullets.
Okay.
Ah.
So I'm assuming you're heading back to the SUV now.
Well, yeah, I can mosey. I got 6 new guns, 12 magazines total. Mosey on. We can take our time to drive now. We don't have to come on, seriously.
All right. So you get back to the SUV. You get in.
And just start it up. Sunday drive.
Sure. And where are you heading? Maya, where are we heading here? Heinrich's looking for directions.
Hello? Am I here alone? Come on, suggestions?
Maya.
So
Maybe even
when we
stop by
left
for
the
some ice
warehouse,
cream.
we had we why not? We had an address for the Brotherhood. I thought I was gonna drive down there.
Okay,
Once
then
you-
let's go and visit the Brotherhood.
Okay, so your drive to the address that you have for the Brotherhood is going to take you approximately 90 minutes. Dufresne previously told you that their facility was located in a rural area outside of the city on what appears to be a farm. Okay? So it will take you about 90 minutes to get there. This entire exchange at the warehouse and this car chase has put the time now at approximately 2 o'clock in the afternoon. By the time you get to the Brotherhood's facility, you are looking at approximately 3:30 in the afternoon. Okay? Um,
Okay.
Heinrich, you're driving?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to give me 3 quick rolls right now, please.
Quick rolls.
Yeah, quick.
Okay, well, I'm just driving along, speed limit.
Yep.
Quick roll 1 is 2.
Yep. Go on.
Quick roll 2 is ah. Quick roll 2 is 2.
Yep. Go on.
Quick roll 3 is 1.
Okay. You are about 30 minutes away from the Brotherhood's facility. Okay? You are obeying the speed limit. You are doing absolutely nothing at all to draw any attention to yourself. And suddenly, out of nowhere, there is a police cruiser killing your vehicle.
Hmm.
Okay? You continue to drive for a few more minutes, and suddenly there are flashing lights on top of the vehicle, and you can hear from behind the vehicle this cop ordering you to pull over.
Over.
Okay, you pull over. So you pull to the side of the road and you sit there for a minute or two. And it seems like it's taking this guy a little while to get out of this vehicle. Now, give me a clever roll, please.
Okay. Clever, eh?
Yep.
A 1.
Okay, Pete, your gut instinct is that there is something not right about this. Um,
No shite.
okay, you feel like from the time that you were pulled over by this cop to the time that they have, done anything since then is taking far too long.
Tell Heinrich. I was going to say tell Heinrich that. I think something fishy's going on with. I'm sure Uzma owns quite a few cops.
What do you want me to do about it? I just took out 6 guys. What are you going to do?
Okay, while this interaction
Taking
is
out a cop.
okay, so while this interaction is
Drive
taking
away.
nice. So while this interaction is taking place between Heinrich and Pete, Heinrich, give me a quick roll, please.
Three.
Okay. You and Pete are having this discussion where Pete is explaining to you that his gut instinct is that something is not right here.
I feel a disturbance in the force.
Yes, exactly. And then you hear a
Right
disturbance
there.
as a shotgun shell shatters against the back window of your vehicle. Now, obviously, it did not.
Armored glass plate.
Yep, it didn't break the glass, but it was definitely the truest indication possible that Pete's instincts were absolutely right.
Boom.
You look,
Boom.
you look over, you look over your you look over your shoulder in shock because you weren't expecting to hear this
Shoot up the
happen.
tires and then drive.
And you see this cop standing
Shoot.
there, perched over the open driver's side door of his cruiser with a shotgun, reloading to take another ridiculous shot at your vehicle.
I was going to say, do you go reverse then for to hit his car and screw up his car?
Why not? I've been using this car as a battering ram all day.
I know that's what I mean.
You've
So you might
actually,
as well put a plow on the front.
let's be clear. You've actually been using other cars as battering rams all day.
True. What's one more?
Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
driving a tank.
Okay, that's fine. So, you're throwing it in reverse. Give me a quick roll, please.
Oh, one.
Boom! You hit the thing. Obviously, it sends the car lurching backwards. The open driver's side door of the car goes flying backwards and catches this cop in the chest, like full on whoomp. You see this shotgun go flying up in the air as this guy goes flying backwards. So,
I can use a shotgun.
yeah, if you want to get out and make your move, that's up to you.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so you get out. This guy has been sent flying back about 6 or 7 feet, and you're gonna take a shot at him. Okay, that's
Nope.
fine.
Nope. Not gonna take a shot. This
But
guy's got the wind knocked out of him.
yes, he does.
Go up to him, take his gun away. First.
Shoot out his tire.
No.
One tire. So he can't chase us.
You vandal.
Okay, Heinrich,
So-
you do your thing.
Exactly.
Oh, whatever.
One of us has to actually be a mature adult here. So, so grab the cop, grab his handcuffs, cuff him
What are you cuffing him to? Just
himself. Just
and
your hands
just
behind the back.
handcuffing him. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, grab his cuffs, flip him over, cuff him.
Okay,
Take his gun.
that's fine. So
So
you,
the next thing is, who are you? Why are you shooting at me?
he identifies himself as Police Lieutenant.
I said the tire, not the poor guy. Sorry.
Okay, well, you don't have a gun. As far as I know, you're still in the
Well,
vehicle.
he does.
So, anyways, he identifies himself as Police Lieutenant Generic John. He's basically a generic police officer
And why are you shooting at us?
because that's what he was told to do
By whom?
by his dispatcher.
By his dispatcher.
Yep. So basically, what you take out of what information this guy gives you is that the plates were ran on the back of your vehicle, and yes, there are plates because no one ever said anything about that. The plates were ran on the back of your vehicle. He was notified that the occupants of this vehicle were to be apprehended at any cost.
That
He,
doesn't make sense. He just tried to kill us.
oh
That's
yeah, oh yeah.
illogical.
So he got in touch with his dispatcher, and
It's actually Disney plates on the back.
about 60 seconds later, he was ordered to take the shot.
That's a felony.
Yep. That's besides the point. He was ordered by people further up the ladder to take the shot. That's all he knows.
Oh well, guess I have no choice. Idiots. Take his utility belt.
Sure.
Take off his pants.
Sure. He's handcuffed. I mean, he's also kind of screwed up because you just hit him with his own car. So
Yep.
yeah, you basically get his belt, you get his pants.
Yep. And toss the pants.
Okay.
You know, I don't care.
Into the brush go
Toss
the
it.
pants.
Yep. Then toss him into the back of his cruiser. Open the windows because, you know, it gets hot out here.
You mean the mangled cruiser that you just rear-ended? Okay, yep.
Yes.
Sure.
The back of his cruiser. You know, I mangled the front end of his cruiser.
That's
It's fine.
fine. You tossed him in the cruiser.
toss him in the cruiser, lock the door, let him chill for a while. Grab his shotgun. I got his pistol. Time to go.
Okay. All right. So back in the
We're
SU,
done.
back in the SUV you go, and
He's lucky I didn't kneecap him.
yeah, that's fine. So you've left this kind of slightly messed up cop who just tried to take your head off with a shotgun in the back of his cruiser handcuffed, but you left the windows open.
You
Uh,
know.
yep.
Well,
So
no, I mean the windows. You leave it open so that he can breathe, right?
yep. So you drove away.
I'm not trying to
Okay.
kill somebody here,
Yep.
unlike some people.
Uh,
Yep.
I only said shoot at the tire. How's that killing anyone?
Okay.
Hmm.
You
So
just stop it from pursuing us. Either way,
you drove away.
yay.
The next 25 minutes have left you wondering what to expect next now that, random cops are being told to take shots at you as well. But you ultimately arrive at the farm that is believed to belong to the Brotherhood of Fate. Um,
Yay.
Now, to set the scene for you, this is a farm, okay, like an old looking farmhouse on a piece of property with a silo next to it, and then a dark brown barn off to one side. Okay, now um, there is nothing around other than fields and fields around this farmhouse. Like the land itself on first inspection doesn't even look like it's being worked as a farm. Okay. This would be the perfect place to hide if you didn't want to be found by anyone. That is your impression of what you're seeing. There is a long dirt road surrounded by fields on both sides leading into the property that leads into a roundabout in front of the farmhouse with the silo and then the barn. Okay? That's the stage for what is supposedly the headquarters for the Brotherhood of Fate. Now, the question becomes, how do you want to approach this? Because I'm going to be very clear. There is no approaching this covertly.
Walk up, knock on the door.
Okay? So you drive up, you turn into the roundabout. Are all of you getting out of the vehicle?
Yeah.
Maya?
Okay, yes.
Yeah, okay.
We go.
So
Yes, we go.
you guys get out,
Why we?
you walk up to the front door of the farmhouse, you knock on the door. There is no answer. Okay?
Really?
No answer at all. Now,
Did all of that.
now,
Okay.
I need Maya to give
Yep.
me a clever roll, please.
Clever roll. Right.
Hmm.
Okay, so I rolled a 2. My clever is 3, so I've got 5. Yay.
Perfect. So Heinrich is standing there knocking on the door going, "Hello? Hello?" Pete is kind of perched against the pillar of the veranda porch roof that's hanging above the farmhouse. Maya, you happen to look around feeling very uneasy about this whole thing, and you
Hmm.
notice that the barn door, it's a brown barn, okay? You
Okay.
notice that the barn door is partially
Open.
open.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
So we're gonna sneak in through the
Well,
barn door.
Well,
sneak.
it's whatever you choose to do. But I
Or
mean,
walk or run.
Heinrich's pounding on the door, hello, and no one's answering. So,
All right. Well, I've done my job. It's your turn.
Okay, let's go to the barn
are
and
you
see if
all
anyone's there.
okay? Are you all going to the barn?
I'm
I'll stay
going.
with the car now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've grown partial to this vehicle. We've
So,
loved.
okay. So,
Pete, what are you doing? You
I'm
going or
going
you
with you
staying
to
in
the
the car?
bar.
okay. So Pete and Maya are going to the barn, and
Yeah.
Heinrich says he's hanging out by the vehicle. Okay. So you guys walk to the barn. Who's going into the barn first?
Muscle man.
Muscle Man with a concussion is going in first?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, first of all, before I go in, like, are there any cars around this? Like, I was going to say, does the place look deserted?
From first impression, it looks deserted. It's really weird.
Do you have your
Are
weapons
there
with you?
any car tracks?
Nope, not that you can see.
Oh,
No car tracks at all.
I'm going to make sure I have a weapon with me.
What do you have?
High
I'm
point.
going to take the assault rifle.
You're
Yeah,
taking,
yeah,
you're taking the assault rifle? Okay, that's fine.
yeah.
I have my dagger. I don't know if it's gonna do me any good, but
I
So,
give you the high point. Here,
okay,
try not to shoot me with it.
so Maya, Pete has just given you a gun. It is a handgun with 14 rounds in it right now. Okay, so add that to your inventory, Pete. Remove it from your inventory, please. So, Maya, you now have a gun with 14 bullets and a dagger. And Pete is taking a assault rifle with him. Pete, how many rounds does your gun have?
With the handgun?
In total,
The handgun only.
what are you going in with
Uh,
right now? You.
I'm going in. I'm going in with the assault rifle, and I'm taking the other. If there was an extra clip, I'm bringing that in with me.
Okay, so how many rounds in total do you have?
Anthony, what would be a guess?
For what?
After these guys were playing Rambo earlier.
They half emptied their magazines. Like, come on. Standard magazine has 30 rounds in it, more or less.
So,
Depends on what type of firearm.
so then we're going to assume that in total you're going in with 30 rounds. Okay, so
It's reasonable.
between you and Maya, you are walking
Mm-mm.
into this
Nope.
with
Pete has 30 rounds. Maya has what? 14 rounds.
yeah.
In
So
her mag.
exactly.
In her
So
mag.
between him and Maya, they are walking
14,
in
yes.
with 44 rounds.
Yep. Oh, which reminds me. Strip the bullets out of the guns that the thugs had, and top myself up so that my magazine's back up to 16.
Yep, that's fine. So you're fully loaded. All right. So Pete's going in first. All right. So gonna set the stage for what you see walking into this barn. Unlike most barns that you walk into where you would expect to walk in and see farming equipment, bales of hay, things like that, you walk in
Hmm.
and this barn has a very industrial look to it. Like it this is not a farm barn at all. You walk in, the ceiling of the barn, because most barns are, in a lot of cases they're 2 stories. There is no second story to this barn. It's pot lighting, almost like a warehouse, okay? There is nothing in this barn at all on the ground floor other than a set of stairs in the middle of the room that descend downwards. So this barn is a facade, nothing more.
Hmm.
So, um, Pete, give me a clever roll, please.
A 1.
Okay. Maya, give me a clever roll, please.
Okay, let's see. Plus, okay, so I rolled a 0, but my clever stays at 3. Okay.
Okay. Maya, you may want to suggest to Pete that before the two of you descend down these stairs, that you're getting a very uncomfortable feeling about this, and maybe, just maybe, this should be all hands on deck.
So, Pete, I think we should go and grab Heinrich. I feel uncomfortable just with the two of us here.
I totally agree.
So let's
So
go back before we go downstairs because there's more than me. Much more. Okay, so we're heading back to the car now,
Okay, so you guys head back towards
right?
Heinrich. Heinrich, you're leaning against the car, siphoning ammo from the guns that you liberated from your oppressors. And you look over your shoulder just in time to see Pete and Maya coming back towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, Heinrich, I think you should come with us. This barn isn't a barn, it's a facade, and there's a basement to it. And I think that we should all go in, all hands on deck, all weaponized, and you have a lot of toys to use. So
I'll
let's
share
go.
if you ask nicely.
Well,
Hey,
Pete
Pete,
already shared.
do you want another shot?
Well, we want you to come with us too. Not just the
the
weapons.
Fine.
boss might come on.
Hmm?
You and the toys, let's go.
All right, well, make sure my water is good. Pop that in the, pop that in the holster. Grab the shotgun and let's go.
Okay, so to be very clear here then, Pete is walking in with an assault rifle that has 30 rounds in it. Maya is walking in with the high point that has 14 rounds in it, and she has a dagger. Heinrich,
Silly people. Okay.
you're walking in with the Waffer and a shotgun, correct?
First, these people. I have liberated something like what?
A
How
lot,
many guns?
a lot of ammo.
So, guys, load up. Maya, grab a spare pistol. Grab 3 mags. Pete, grab a spare pistol. Grab 3 mags. We still have leftover
One
magazines.
grabbing whatever I can carry.
Okay, so
No, you don't need everything you can carry. You carry 1 pistol, 1 rifle. Keep it simple. Now,
Lots
Maya,
of ammo.
I don't think has ever used a rifle.
Mm-mm.
Maya got a crash course in using a gun back at the dig site
A gun.
when she
Y-
had to deal with a
Yeah, but
sprint.
All right. All right.
so I
So,
can, well, I suppose you can give me another crash course.
well, I don't like the idea of giving somebody who is not exactly experienced with firearms a firearm because, I may get one in the backside. So, anyway,
No, I promise I won't.
really. So, okay.
Yes, this time, really.
So, yeah, I mean, we have the next best thing to, we have enough firearms.
Okay,
Everyone gets 3 extra mags. We're good. Let's go.
so you guys are loaded up. That's fine. So
Okay.
you go
I've
back.
got the utility belt from the cops, so I mean, I've got
Okay,
some extra shots for the shotgun. Shotgun standard, in this case, loads 5 plus 1.
okay,
What's an additional, however much else is, because the cop only put 1 round down. It's a buck. Fine. Let's go.
okay. So you guys go back into this barn. Heinrich in the middle of the barn. As soon as you enter, you realize they weren't joking. This isn't a barn. This is set up on the inside to look like a warehouse. Very industrial looking, like chrome walls, pot lighting from the ceiling, everything. There's nothing on the upper level at all except a staircase in the middle of the room that descends downwards. So
Entrance to secret facility.
it's exactly. So
Nothing new.
you guys head down the stairs and you find yourself in this very narrow, dimly lit hallway. Okay? Um, it is narrow enough that you guys can only traverse this hallway one person in front of the other. At the other end of the hallway, you see a door and a security keypad.
So,
So, what are you guys doing? Who's going in first, and what are you going to do when you get to the other end?
Well, who can
you
look at
going?
the keypad?
Pardon me, Pete?
You're going first, and you're gonna shoot the keypad to open the door.
we are not pulling a Star Wars.
No. Okay, let's go take a look at the
All
keypad.
of you, the moment you have a gun, you go nuts. What's wrong with you people?
Okay, so who's going in first? I need to know what
Who's
order.
on first? What's
Yeah,
on second? I don't know who's on third.
I have to know what order you guys are going down this hallway in, because whoever's going in first is the person that has to address this keypad.
Just like you, Heinrich.
Why is it always
I'm an
me? Why is
archaeologist.
it?
I was
Because I'm
gonna
an
say
You're
you're
a
the tech
pseudo
guy.
archaeologist. You're not an archaeologist. You're a pseudo archaeologist.
So you're the tech
Fine,
guy.
I'll lead.
Okay, that's fine. So you get to the end of the hallway. Again, it's a very dimly lit hallway. It's one person in front of the other. You get to the other end of the hallway. It kind of widens out just enough to encompass the door with the security keypad next to it. Heinrich, you look at this keypad and you're fairly certain that this thing would be child's play to you if given enough time. Um, it's a fair assumption that you could probably crack the keypad. Um, how long do you think it would take you to crack it?
Depends.
Ballpark.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, fair enough. Um, give me a careful roll, please, Heinrich, as you are attempting to crack this keypad.
Why not clever?
Careful.
Careful. My careful is a 1.
That's fine. Give me a
So
careful.
it's -1.
Okay. It's a little more complex than you originally thought. You're fairly sure it's going to take you a few more minutes. Beep, 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 beep. You keep pushing buttons trying to crack it. Give me another careful roll, please.
1.
Okay. You're getting a little frustrated with this as you're pushing buttons. This is ridiculous. A man such as you is not going to be defeated by technology as simplistic as this. Ultimately, as your level of frustration builds, you kind of lose it for a split second of frustration. You take your fist and you bang it against the keypad, and suddenly you hear
The door opens, right?
click, and the door unlocks.
That's really crappy security.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. So, this hallway widened out just enough at the end that the three of you are no longer behind each other. You're now side by side, and you're able to open this door. Who is going through this door first in which order, please?
Well, wouldn't it be Heinrich because he's opened it?
Nope, because now you're in a position where you can change the order of who goes in that door first.
I was going to say, can we go side by side?
No.
At least
So,
Heinrich and I.
nope. So you guys can go through the door. You're in this wider area where, the three of you are side by side as Heinrich's working on this keypad, but it is a standard door. So,
Mia first, then
pardon me?
Mia first, then Pete, then me.
That's how you want to do this? Maya, are
Yep.
you all
Sure,
right?
I'll go first. I'll be
Oh,
the man.
oh, wow. Okay.
Sure. Yeah,
Door,
I'll go
door,
first. Not a
door. So you open the door, you step through the
I'll take a
door.
chance.
Okay. You step through the door. You're in another hallway that appears to be about 2 or 3 feet long, and then it has a wide open space at the end of the hallway. So Maya goes
Oh,
in
the
first.
audio's so choppy now.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
I think she froze.
Repeat.
Okay, Maya, did
Au- Audio's choppy, yeah.
okay,
No, I
so
didn't. The
okay,
audio's choppy.
that's all right. So we'll repeat this again. So
Okay?
you step through the door into another hallway that is about
Okay.
4 or 5 feet long. Okay, as you walk
Okay.
as you walk down this hallway, at the end of the hallway, it's an open door that exits into a wider space. The order that you guys said you were going through this door in was Maya, then Pete, then Heinrich, correct?
Yes. That's what
Cor-
we said.
Yeah.
correct? Okay. So you guys walk down this hallway and exit into this wide room. This room appears to be about 12 by 12 in a
Okay.
square shape. As you walk into this room, lights start to flicker on, and then you start to hear the very distinct clicking of firearms. Um, Pete, give me a clever row, please.
A -1.
Okay. Um, Heinrich, you've now entered this room. Give me a clever row, please.
Yeah. 3.
Okay. Congratulations, Heinrich. You immediately hear the clicking of firearms. You realize immediately you have just walked into a shooting gallery where the three of you are the targets. You are on the ground floor. You look up and you realize that there is a balcony on three sides of this room. The two sides parallel to you and the side in front of you. There are no less than what appears to be 20 to 25 armed individuals on this balcony. They have all taken aim at the three of you on the
Okay.
ground. So you're literally in the like shooting fish in a barrel scenario where you are the fish. Now, you hear one of them from the upper balcony say, "That's them. Let's just kill them now and get it over with." Followed by mumbled grunts of approval as you hear different people up there going, "Yeah, after what they did, we should just kill them. All of them right now." Now, Maya, you went into the room first, correct?
Yes.
Give me a clever row, please.
a clever roll. So let's see. I got a -1, so I'm at 2 for clever.
Fantastic. You're all about to die. All three of you. There's no getting out of this. Your fate has come to an end. The three of you are about to be murdered in a fiery rain of bullets. And you might take a few of these guys with you, but you'll never survive this, any of you.
Um,
Oh, hold on. Let me
did the
finish.
door behind me lock?
This has all happened so quickly that you haven't even had a chance to check yet. But that's okay because as you realize that your death is imminent, you suddenly hear this. All right, that's it. There'll be none of that here today. In front of you, on the ground floor on the opposite side of the room, a door slides open. In walks an elderly black gentleman dressed in a white suit. To describe what he looks like, he's got on a white sport coat, white pants, a black dress shirt, and he's got gray hair. Okay? He has a very European English sounding accent. And he walks in, he holds up his hand, and he says, "Brothers, there will be none of that today. I understand your anger, but anything that has happened so far is as fate would have it." He looks at the three of you, he says, "Doctor," pointing at Heinrich, "Mr. Gallagher," points at Maya, he says, "Doctor," he says, "allow me to introduce myself. My name is Michael Jones. I am what you would consider to be the leader or the spokesperson for my brothers. Welcome to the Brotherhood of FATE." And guys, that's where we're going to wrap this. This is the end of today's episode of As Fate Would Have It here on the CanGeek Games and Collectibles YouTube channel and the CanGeek Facebook page. You folks have now been introduced to the Brotherhood of Fate, who will have a very interesting story to tell you next game, and will be prepared to confirm some wild theories in the process. Until then, to everyone watching, thanks very much. We will be back in another week or so with our next episode. Until then, wherever you're watching from, stay safe and ciao for now.